Hello hunters! Today I wanted to talk through what appears to be the strongest possible setup for the late endgame. Before I go further, I want to advise that this is a showcase rather than a recommended build. This build is not practical at all for general use, and you will see why. However, if there is one particular target or urgent quest you are having trouble with completing in a time limit, this might be something to consider. This build is best used to defeat one particular monster that you have been having trouble defeating within a time limit. The build hinges on a skill called Heroics, which increases your damage by 10% per level when your HP is below 30%. The Diablo's Hands gives 2 points of Heroics, and the Head will give 2 points of Heroics when you upgrade to level 6. So the idea is simple. Get hit to drop your HP into critical range, and you will deal a lot more damage, but you cannot get hit again. The thing with endgame monsters though, is as you approach 6 stars and beyond, a lot of monsters simply one-shot you or bring you down to critical HP in one hit. But what do you do if you can't even survive one hit from the monster? This is where the skill Guts comes into play. Guts is on the Kulu-Yaku body, and with this skill, if you were to take lethal damage while having 80 HP or more, you will go to 1 HP instead. I think you can imagine where this goes. When fighting a monster that would one-shot you, and you have 80 or more HP, these 3 armor pieces alone can give you 40% more damage. Of course, the main drawbacks here are that you cannot get hit again, and when you do finish the hunt, you need to regenerate that HP just to use this build again. It's worth pointing out too that the Diablo's Hammer and the Diablo's Bow eventually do give 1 point of Heroic to level 8, making builds with these weapons pretty substantial as it allows you to reach Heroics 5, which increased your damage by 50%. For some context, at level 8, the Diablo's weapons have 1153 attack, which means with the Heroics' 50% damage increase, it is equivalent to giving 576 attack. I have not seen what the stats are for the level 10 fully upgraded Diablo's weapon, but expect that it should be up to 2200, which means with Heroics 5, that will provide the equivalent of 1100 attack. A considerable drawback here is that using the Diablo's Head and Hands will prevent you from using Lock-On unless you were very lucky and got the Black Diablo's Waist. Lock-On is only available with the Kulu-Yaku Head or the Rathian Hands, so this build particularly favors range weapons since you do not need Lock-On. I tested out this build and it seems to work exactly as described. You will deal a lot of damage, but also you will go down in one hit. This is the set that I use on Hammer. If I know the monster will one-shot me, I use the Diablo's Head or the Kulu Head if Lock-On is important, the Kulu Body for the Guts, the Diablo's Gloves for the Heroics, I use Rathlow's Waist for focus, and also the Jira Legs for focus. If I know the monster will not one-shot me but put me in critical health in one hit, I sub out the body and use a Rathlow's Body instead for weakness exploit. It is worth noting that Heroics does work on element weapons, so you don't have to use a raw weapon for this. Anyway, just want to make a quick video and highlight the skill combination. For farming materials while progressing in 5 and 6 star range, I would say an ordinary build will be your best bet. If you're hitting a wall on some of the very late game targets that one-shot you or will bring you down to critical HP in one hit, this might be something that's worth a try, especially if it's an urgent quest where you can wait for your HP to recover between attempts. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, hunters. Take care.